what is that process, when you get harshly criticized? How do you actually balance it out?
Now the bad thing has happened to me.
Yeah.
Like I cannot go back and change.
Exactly.
Like doing something on your own, then it's difficult for you to work somewhere. When I get like this kind of criticism on my reels, I know that this is going viral.
So, when you go across different districts in Kerala, did people started recognizing you? Do they come up to you?
I think still a lot of recognition. Like a few reels have run
Yeah.
like a lot, and not just through my page, but there are pages which take stuff and then put a BGM and all that. So people have seen like when
There is a lot of shares for certain reels, right?
and then people have seen, so I can see it in their face that they have so they have recognized me, but they don't exactly know where they have seen me.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
one thing. Then there's
Seen you
also this,
somewhere.
yeah. Then there's this thing that people know who I am, but they are not a fan. So
Okay.
what do you come and say? Like if
All right.
like people know, okay, this guy is real. I shared the other day that thing. People recognize, but then they are not fans of your work as such, so they don't come and tell you stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Then there are people who like sometimes recognize. Okay, I
Yeah.
see this thing. I've been following you for so long. Okay, thank you.
Do you feel good when they come up to you?
I
Yeah.
feel really good, especially when I'm with my parents. I feel like
I proved myself.
Yeah, it is good. It's always good to be recognized, and
Yeah.
in DMs, people tell like I mean there's a lot of hate,
Exactly.
but there's a lot of good things also. People say
Yeah.
that they were feeling very low, and they saw my
Yeah.
stuff, and they got a little like
Push.
positivity and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I'm like, yeah, that is exactly like I have also been very low. I used to see stand up to
Yeah.
like feel good.
Get that
Like
motivation.
comedy,
Yeah.
comedy really helps that day. So like me being able to do that for someone else is like very good validation. Yeah.
All right. So, who is like your favorite influencer?
Influencer. I don't like I don't like. I mean, I.
That
It's
can
not
be a
that.
controversy.
No, it's just that I feel that even I don't see myself as an influencer. So
Seriously?
yeah, I see myself as an artist, and like I
Okay.
want to create art, and so I follow stand-up comics. Uh, I mean, I only when I saw stand-up comedy did I really feel like doing something creative and put myself out there. I really like this art form, stand-up
Okay.
comedy. Yeah, it's a very raw and honest kind of
Yeah.
thing,
So,
unlike
otherwise, in the
influence.
movie industry, who is like your favorite comedy actor?
Comedy actor, I like all comedy actors. Like Salim Kumar
Yeah.
is someone who I like. Manavalan is one of my favorite. Like
Yes.
all is like I don't need to watch to laugh. So I can be at any point and I can remember one scene from Pulival Kalyanam and I can start laughing. So that is such a good impact. That's such a good
Yeah.
impact that he has.
Really
So
a good
Salim
actor.
Kumar
Yeah.
might be like my favorite person. Like yeah. So I like him a lot. There are a lot of stand-up comics that I follow that I
Follow.
really
Yeah.
like. I and whatever content they put, whether it be
All
podcast or
right.
interviews, I see it like crazy.
So, who is your favorite actress in Malayalam industry?
Actors. There's no favorite as such. I
Okay.
mean, like I like certain people who have done certain roles. They have done very well. Like Darshana in Jai Jai is like
Okay.
very good. I mean, it's like it's not that favorite actor. Also, I don't
Yeah.
think like
Yeah.
I used to be a big fan of Mohanlal. Like,
Oh.
but
Yeah.
then like judge them for the movies, judge them for the roles that they do, judge them for the work that they create, rather
Yes.
than like follow them. Like I
Okay.
think
Yeah.
it's you appreciate the art, not the artist as such,
Artist.
right?
Yeah.
So I think recently I saw Jigardanda Double X, in which Nimisha Sajan was very good, and Great Indian Kitchen
All
also.
right.
I think she would have consistently done a lot of good roles, even in Malik and all.
Okay.
I liked her a lot. Her performance of the role.
Performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
She's a
it's
good
just that
actress.
for me, like there are favorite stand up comics for me because like I am also going through that journey.
Yeah.
I like that art a lot. I have a lot of respect for people who take up that art form as such.
Yes.
Acting, it's these are still people who do acting.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they are actors, and I don't tend to have like a favorite as such. Uh, like I don't think that there is any actress who would be in a movie and I would definitely go and watch that movie, irrespective of bad reviews,
Yeah.
just to watch her. I might have done that with like say Mohanlal when I was in school and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But even now, unless I know it's a good movie,
Movie.
because otherwise, even like Mammootty is doing a lot of good movies,
Yes,
right?
yes.
But still, if like a movie comes out and people tell it's a bad movie, I will not go and watch. I
Okay.
will not even watch it on OTT.
All
So,
right.
so there's no favorite right now as such in like actor or actress,
Okay.
but fan of movies and fan of their roles as such.
All right.
Yeah.
So, who do you think is the most fashionable person in Kerala?
In Kerala,
Yeah.
and Bobby Chemmanur. Very simple.
Why? Why?
Just white,
Just
one top,
white.
which I don't know, it's a shirt or a this thing, and a white. No, I think fashion goes to much more than just the
Yeah.
clothes you wear, right? So
It's like what makes you stand apart, right?
yeah, it's just that certain, like people you see and you want to know what they are up to. I think Bocha has like become fairly redundant now with his adult jokes, using it again and again. Every time he sees a paramburi, that he should do only 5 times, not 50 times. Not so. Uh, Most fashionable. Hmm, I don't follow fashion that much probably, but uh, like I think recently, Mammootty is very fashionable. I
Oh,
think when he
yes.
comes
Of
for the
course.
interviews, there's a like range of shirts that he puts. Like very sometimes he puts like normal black shirt and he looks very good in that.
Yes.
Sometimes he's going for that young, like all these cartoonish shirts, flowery shirts and all that. So I think that looks. I think Shinetown Chaco has a very
Yeah.
interesting,
Yeah.
like a very flamboyant personality again, very
Yes.
unpredictable. So that that
Yeah.
I think his sense of dressing goes very well with that person that he
Yeah.
is. So I think I think he's very fashionable. Yeah, Shine
Yes.
Tom Chaco would be my answer. Yeah.
Your fashion icon.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, yeah, I mean, I like how he puts himself out there,
Yes.
and he's very that flamboyance, and like it's all about like, especially when you're a performer, you have to give that, like it's kind of like being
A unique
Parle Ji.
vibe?
Yeah, you need 20%
Yeah.
extra. That's what you need to give that, and you know that, like they say that പട്ടിയായ പോര കുഴയ്ക്കും കൂടെ വേണം എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. അതായത് നമ്മൾ you know that is
Yeah.
their job to entertain, so you can entertain using your fashion choices also. You can
Exactly.
stand out.
True, true. Very true.
Yeah.
Yeah. And with the makeup also. Like, a lot of
Yeah,
different kind of makeup also sometimes are very funny
yeah,
to see.
yeah. Very
Yeah.
like there's this, like it kind of shows your personality, and
Yes.
then your personality, and then you feel like, okay, this person is very authentic,
Exactly.
and that is when you develop a liking for that person.
True. Very
Yeah.
true. So, what does fashion mean to you?
I I think it's a chance to stand out and get more attention. One. But I think it's about feeling really it's feeling comfortable. It is as I said, like sometimes when I write certain stuff, I feel like I should perform it in black. Like when I started
Okay.
stand up, I used to wear black because
All
my
right.
favorite stand up comic,
Yeah.
Ricky Gervais, always wears black,
Black.
right? So sometimes you have like storytelling stuff and all that. I tend to wear black. Like, I think that's what I feel comfortable in.
Okay.
Sometimes I wear very flashy shirts or things which have multiple colors and all.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like wearing white.
Okay.
Sometimes I feel like wearing a jeans normal.
Depends upon the
Sometimes,
mood.
yeah, it depends
Little
on the
bit.
material. Depends on what feels right for me.
Yeah.
So I think fashion is just that you have to feel right. Like sometimes
Exactly.
you don't want a lot of attention,
Yeah.
right? Sometimes you just want to be a passive observer and stuff like that. So then it doesn't, like, if you wear something sparkly, glittery and all, it won't be right. But sometimes you're going for a party and you want to be the life of the party, and you would wear something
Yeah.
which will go with that vibe. So
Exactly.
fashion is, again, I think it comes down to authenticity a lot, right?
Again. Yeah.
Yeah, feeling comfortable in your own skin. Like, yeah, I feel fairly comfortable.
Yeah.
I feel safe, right?
What is your go-to wear, basically?
Black t-shirt, and I like three-fourths much more than,
Okay.
yeah.
More
Probably because,
comfortable.
I don't know, probably because I come from a corporate background. I
Okay.
can wear three-fourths whenever I want. I also like lungi stuff there.
More comfortable.
Yeah, because it was something that I used to struggle with. Like, now I'm very confident when I wear a lungi, it won't go because I have figured it out. So I'm very proud that that I can pull that off.
Very confident.
Yeah, very confident and very comfortable. I mean, it's the
Yeah.
most comfortable
Attire.
dressing attire. Yeah.
Okay.
So now I feel that, I can wear all that to my workplace, which is a stage. Nothing is there's nothing to call it a workplace as such. It's as much fun. Like, so yeah. So I like three-fourths. So generally I pick a black T-shirt. Jeans I like because you don't have to wash it very frequently. Even with black T-shirt also same that you can, like,
It's so fashion is very logical for you, I
yeah,
guess.
yeah, fashion is very convenient. Like, convenience
Convenient.
goes. I don't want to. Uh, Sometimes I feel like, yeah, for shows now that there's this management and professionals, you get input like, don't look like this, please. Look like presentable. That thing
Okay.
comes. So then you ask, what should I
What do
wear?
you think about the cosplays? Like, people wearing
I've,
different kind of
yeah, I have done stand-up
attires,
comedy dressed up as Anappare Lachama, which was fun. I
which was
like
fun,
dressing up.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just the process,
The
really.
process,
Like,
the
it's
makeup
fun. Yeah, and you're like, oh, you look like a different person, and you feel like a different person
person,
also.
exactly.
I think that's the power of fashion. That
Yeah, yeah.
some days, some days you feel low, you don't feel like going. You dress up well, and suddenly you're like, somebody checked you out. So, yeah, today is a good day.
Yeah.
That is the power of fashion. Uh, so what was the question? I forgot.
Yeah, like, you did the show with.
Yeah, cosplay. Yeah, I like cosplay. I like cosplay at various. But yeah, I like. I did that. It was a drag show.
Okay.
Yeah, I had done comedy for like a few months in London.
Okay.
For work, I had gone there.
All right.
So there, drag is such a big thing.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
also, stand up is also kind of like, it's a semi-fictional character that you're pulling off.
Exactly.
Like, when people call me for podcasts, they expect jokes after jokes.
Exactly.
But that
Yeah.
is not me. I mean, on stage
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
me,
Yes.
but it's more tailored and structured me, right?
Structured,
And
yeah.
very choreographed in a way. Uh, there are times when you get into a flow and you follow and you are being able to
Yeah,
keep up that
yeah.
funny thing.
Being spontaneous.
Yeah, being
Yeah.
spontaneous, yeah. But sometimes you need like an extra, like, chutzpah kind of thing, which adds, like, it's like
All
the
right.
garnish over the dish.
Okay.
So sometimes fashion can give you that
Little,
boost.
yeah.
Yeah, little boost. It
Kind of
definitely
boost
does.
in
Yeah.
that way. So, what is like your, as you said about the drag thing?
Hmm.
So, what is,
Yeah. So drag thing, I felt
yeah.
like, and also it's a bit like when you everyone is a freak, right?
Yeah.
Everyone is a freak,
And
and
everyone
it's
thinks that they are cool.
uh, I think no, I mean, somewhere I think people conforming to things have become cool.
Yeah.
We have this idea of this is
True,
cool, and
true.
everybody is trying to be cool.
That's deep.
When you are cool on your own, you just
Yeah.
have to accept. Like, if you accept you are cool, you are cool, right?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no certification or course which tells
Yeah.
ISO
How to be cool.
9001. Yeah, you are cool now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, uh, like, stand up is kind of like sharing your deepest things. And when you tell your deepest, like, okay, my family was like this and stuff, like, people, what a freak.
Yeah.
It's like a standing out thing. And dressing up, like going for a drag show is also like that. It's something that
Okay.
is freak. And I think a lot of artists want to create artists because they feel that they are misunderstood,
Yeah.
because they are kind of misfits,
Yes.
which all of us are in a way. But we just have this attire of an adult, boring adult who
Yeah.
pays taxes and does dishes and then goes to office and then have kids and all that, which is a character again we play, like, which
Yes.
is again a fashion choice in terms of, okay, I am that.
Yeah.
But deep within, and when it comes to creating art, when it comes to stand up, you're being a little freak.
Yes.
So when I went for that drag show also, I had that feeling that, this is a very, but I am thoroughly enjoying it.
Yeah.
It's not the attention, it's just that I have parts of me which, uh, I have parts of me which I haven't lost.
Okay.
Like it might be a very childish part,
Yeah.
and I'm able to enjoy it thoroughly, which is such a great feeling.
And you're also a very creative person as you have learned dance, I guess.
Yeah, I've learned dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
So I have learned. Yeah, my sister was a very good dancer. Actually, she's the talented one in the
Yeah.
family. Yeah, but she took the fall for me because she
Okay.
got like did her MBBS and then she did now PG, and she has a kid. She's married, so she lives that life which my parents always wanted
Wanted.
for
Yeah.
their kids, right? So that I can like
Pursue your
go, yeah,
dreams.
I can like, so when they come grandkid, I can always be like, you already have one. Or a kid with stable income, they
Yeah.
already have one, right? A kid who keeps up their kind of image in society, they already have one.
Yes.
So that helps with me staying like, but my sister was a very good dancer, so
Okay.
all my childhood was around dancing, was around going to dance school and stuff like that. So I was like a junior artist in the dance troupe.
Dance
So I
troupe.
will do like Krishna or
Yeah.
some role which would require a boy child, and that way I've come on TV.
Oh.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was
Which
like,
show it was?
huh?
Which show it was?
It was that Onam special. They
Okay.
Doordarshan and Amrita TV
All
would have
right.
this Onam special dance which will explain the story of Onam, or Vishu or Sri Krishna Jayanti. They would have a, I don't know, people don't see it
Yeah.
nowadays,
Yeah.
but yeah. So I will be the Krishna, will be like spilling butter, and somebody will dance, and I will also dance like that.
Dance. Yeah. Did
Yeah.
you enjoy that
I
process? Yeah.
thoroughly enjoyed it. But then I think in sixth standard, this Chandavottu movie came,
Yeah.
and then there was this thing that, oh, dancing, men dancing gets feminine.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was why I was stopped
Okay.
from dancing, and my sister was also kind of discontinued from it when she reached like 10th standard,
Okay.
because then
Okay.
academics took over. But now I feel that I am very feminine in a way that it's very acceptable for me, and
Yeah.
I
I
think it's
mean,
very good
everybody
to be
has a
feminine.
feminine side
Yeah, yeah,
and a
yeah, yeah,
masculine
yeah.
side.
And I think the future is like feminine, like people who
Yeah.
care, people who nurture, people who are very emotional are going to be the leaders and stuff
I
like
think so.
that.
Artists need to be like that,
Yeah, artists need to be that caring, and
irrespective of the gender.
irrespective of the gender, yeah, you have to learn to surrender and all that.
True.
That's very
Very true.
important. Yeah. So and that is how my dancing thing got stopped,
Yeah.
because they thought I am becoming too feminine, and there was this movie which was
Released at
playing,
that
yeah,
time.
playing
Yeah.
right to that stigma.
But now you're more comfortable,
Yeah, now
right,
I'm
with
more com-
accepting the feminine side or
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
masculine side.
yeah. I uh, like now that we know what toxic masculinity is, and there are a lot of things that are out there which are bad examples which are being talked about, and coming from a very like a patriarchal background,
Yes.
you have that conditioning which needs to be checked. So I go for therapy and stuff like that, so I
Yeah,
get
okay.
my checks from that, and also I try to implement it in life as much
Yeah.
as possible. And feminine is such a good feeling, that
Hmm.
like being open, like when you go into a space, your first thing should be to be comfortable there,
Yes.
right, rather than to be uh, like the sender,
So,
which I think is a
yeah,
more
yeah, yeah.
masculine thing, like, but feminine is more of that surrender, going with the flow,
Very subtle.
very subtle, yeah, that kind of thing. So I think that is what I try to like appreciate more, and I
Yeah.
think that's what I enjoy more these days. Yeah,
1 second.
and it's just like expression, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's not. There are no parts of you which are good or bad. uh, it's just expression. So
Yeah.
like you shouldn't judge yourself as much as you don't judge another person. So that is a much
True.
better way to live life.
You do have a very intellectual side.
I I do too much overthinking, so that is,
Overthinking.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
a
That
pro
is
at that.
very surprising when it comes to be a stand-up comedian. To
Uh,
have a very, very deep and intellectual side as well.
no, I think all stand-up comedians
Would
have
be
a
like
very
that,
deep
yeah.
and intellectual side.
So tell me one thing. How would your dating app bio would be?
But like I was on dating app recently. I've got into like a
Okay.
new relationship, which
All right.
yeah, I've uninstalled the dating app. Otherwise, it was very bad. I think I've put like I love Salim Kumar, I like chicken fried, then some Pink Floyd lines and all I've
Yeah.
written to show that I'm deep and shit. But I am not that good on dating apps. Dating apps don't
Okay.
work that well for me. I don't get matches. Like I don't get
Okay.
that many matches. I think. I do get it's like it will be complaining. I mean, it will be unfair complaining if I don't. I mean, because I started when I was like after college and all, I was on Tinder and all that. At that time, there was no matches there, only
Yeah.
like serving the algorithm. It was not giving back. But now things have got better. But I haven't really worked on like a dating app profile and stuff.
So,
Yeah,
okay.
rather like you meet people, mutual friends, and all that.
Okay.
Yeah, because you are like I like socializing. I go for events and whenever there's an opportunity to show up for an event and stuff like that, I show up. So you tend to meet people and stuff like that, and that is much. I don't like texting that much. Like I
Yeah.
don't think it diminishes my personality a lot. What I feel, and it's not fun for me. If it's
Yeah.
not fun, I will not put in the effort. So it's good you meet people offline. You talk with them. Sometimes you have a spark, and then you can date. That's all.
Okay. So, what do you find a attractive quality in a woman?
Humor sense I find very
Humor.
attractive because I
Okay.
get
Okay.
content. No,
Yeah.
it serves me professionally also. But yeah, humor sense. I think like being sensitive, but not like taking offense. Right,
Okay.
being sensitive is a good thing,
Yeah.
but then like I try to be politically correct as
Yeah.
possible, even in private spaces. But then, the good thing about private space is that you can bitch about people. That's how real
Yeah.
bonds actually happen.
Yeah.
That you bitch about people and stuff. So then I have met people who will be like, "Oh, this is not politically incorrect," and then I'm like, "No, that is like because
Yeah.
like while political correctness is a good aim to work for, being absolutely political correct also I feel is a little inauthentic. Yeah,
Okay.
because for me, I think if I have something funny, I have to say it.
Yeah.
It is a default.
True.
Yeah, so I feel like I just want to be myself. So
Hmm.
people who like sensitivity is a good thing, and I appreciate sensitivity, and I think that's the kind of like again what females bring to your life that
Yeah.
I want, that they are very like males don't listen, they keep talking like, so you want
Bringing up new ideas.
they will always be like, I tell one line of a problem, they have 5 lines of solution already there. But all you want to is like, I need to tell like what
Yeah.
happened today so that I get the perspective.
Exactly.
I know that like I stop thinking about it, I will be less sad, but
Yeah.
I just want to talk about it a bit.
Okay.
So sensitivity is a good thing, but I would like someone who doesn't get offended that easily,
Okay.
which I think a sense of humor is always a good indication that
Yeah.
they take things very jovially and
All
like
right.
easygoing and all that.
So,
Yeah.
what are the red flags for you in a relationship? Like
Uh,
something that you
Good
won't
relationship
entertain.
is built on communication. So I think
Yeah.
silent treatment is something that really
Huge turn off.
huge. Like no, I think it's unnecessary. Like you can talk out, and we can talk for 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, whatever it takes to sort out issues. There are like I mean I appreciate that you need a space where
Yeah.
you need to think and you need to process and you need to sit with the feeling, and you don't want to lash out in a way which is offensive or which might, so you need to like, that's all good. But then like if there's something kind of disagreement, and there will be always disagreements, talking it out and being able to. So I know that, like, you don't mean bad to me. It's just that you are in a bad emotional state. That's why
Yeah.
you are lashing out. I'm willing to accept that, but less of silent treatment and just talking it out and then sorting things out
Okay.
would be much
Okay.
better. So that kind of dramatic things
Yeah.
I find. I like drama, but I don't like drama which doesn't involve speaking or
Okay.
talking.
So
Yeah.
what are your new projects coming up? Like it's Christmas, New Year.
Uh,
So what are the new shows coming up?
so we have a lineup show under WIT, which is Aarana Sandosham Agrihikatadu.
Okay.
It's a Malayalam stand-up comedy show, which we want to do like a big tour. I mean, which will be the biggest tour
Yeah.
because that is easy to achieve in
Yeah.
stand-up comedy right now. It will be the biggest Malayalam stand-up comedy tour. I mean, Wonderwall will be producing it, and we are trying to cover multiple cities in multiple figures,
Okay.
and also going international with it.
Oh wow.
So we had a show. So initially we did a lineup show Bachirikinnille,
Okay.
which we ran for like I think 6-7 months,
Mm-hmm.
and then we released the content.
Okay.
Then we created a lineup show Sadhanam Kailundu.
All right.
Yeah, which we only did like 7-8 shows,
Mm.
only 2 months. But then we thought we'll release it. So now that we have released it on YouTube, and it's going out video, one weekly uploads we are doing of that
Okay.
video. Now our third show is Arana Sandosham Agrihikatadu,
All right.
which we want to at least do like 50-60 shows, like, because as long as tickets are going, we will keep on doing the show.
Yeah.
And we hope that this thing will be a huge turning point in terms of hopefully some OTT comes up and picks
Yes.
it up, and we are able to go international with it. Apart from that, I am working on an English special. Like, I
Okay.
used to do English initially,
Yeah.
and then I dropped it because I was making meager money out of whatever money I was
Okay.
making. It was out of Malayalam. So now it's known as Irony Man.
Yeah.
So it's a 1 hour special that I've already done, but I will be taking it out again. So that
Yeah.
will be my special. That will be like a 1 hour thing
Okay.
that I'm working on. Apart from that, we are working on podcast. We are doing regular reels.
Yeah.
We are doing some roast
Yeah.
stuff, which is again like
What is the name of the podcast channel?
podcast. It comes on Wonderwall
All
Media
right,
channel. So
okay.
it's known as Wit Talks. And we are doing like a web series,
Okay.
which is also a very interesting project.
All right.
Yeah, so we are looking at everything that American and British stand-up comics have done, and yeah,
Putting it across
It
in
is a-
Kerala.
yeah, and it is a wide field. There's no competition, so
All right.
yeah, we might do.
The
all
path
that
is
stuff.
very clear.
It
Kind of.
might or might not be accepted. That is the downside.
Yeah.
But in terms of ideas, there's no shortage.
All
Yeah.
right.
So for now, yeah, we will be coming up with regular content,
Yeah.
and we have a show through which you can experience live stand-up.
Yeah.
And on top of that, some fictional like web series and stuff
Okay.
is also interesting projects that we are
Interesting
working
project.
on.
So 2024 is very bright.
Yeah, like right now. So I think like yeah, the last turning point in my career is like I've been signed by a management agency. So they are backing us production wise. Because earlier also we had these plans, but we didn't
Yeah.
have like the support system to
Exactly.
get it done. Now like we need a podcast, we ask please we need to do a podcast. They will
Podcast,
come with the
yeah.
mics and everything. So that's great.
Yeah.
So even like web series, we have this idea. Yeah, we can confidently develop it. They will produce.
Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of our plans are getting materialized in the
Yes.
coming days. So all this has been like a what like I or my team has been planning to do for a very long time. But finally, I think it is coming together.
All right.
Yeah.
All the best wishes for the
Thank
work.
you, thank you,
Yeah.
and all the best wishes to
Thank you so much.
KFMA, KMFA, KFMA.
Yeah. So we have a, yes.
Yeah,
So
and
we
your
have
podcast.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And we have a gift for you,
Oh, special.
which is powered by KFMA.
Is it a book on modeling? Because
That's a surprise.
should I open it now?
No, you want to learn, you have to come to the academy. Yeah, there's no
Okay.
book for you.
Yeah, this thing, I will-
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Which camera should I look at? Everything? Okay, thank you. Should I open
Yeah.
it now?
You
Good.
can if you want
I
to.
will open it now. Yeah,
Yeah.
KFMA. Yeah, I'll let it. What is it? It seems like a. Is it what cereal? Kellogg's. Oh, it's a dictionary because my English. Oh, it's some PhD stuff. Oh my god, it's a book.
Yes.
I like books.
Yes.
I read. Wow, it is on.
He's opening it very gracefully.
Because I can reuse it. That's my mother taught me that. Yeah. Yes, it is the psychology of persuasion, which I will be reading. Yeah, influence. I like to be. Well,
I guess
best
this
wishes.
book will help you a lot.
Yeah,
Maybe.
thank you. Yeah, it's a big book. I don't
Yes,
know
it's a
whether
big
this
book.
is turning me off, but the size of the book and the kind of small fonts. But yeah, I would at least I will gift it to a friend and ask him to summarize it. Yeah, so thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you for the
yeah.
wonderful conversation,
Thank
Deepak.
you,
It was
Kunchal.
really good to have you in
Thanks
this
for inviting me.
podcast.
I hope you invite me again
Yes,
because I
yes.
don't have much friends who I can
We
talk
will.
to. So podcast is the only way where I can have
Yes,
conversations.
of course.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Have a good time. Bye.